can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Is this love? What are we waiting for?
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. The rookie Tyler Luke has the honors. The first Sunday night game of the year, and we are underway here in Buffalo. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go right now.
Throwing right away is Allen. Moving left. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 29.
First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
DC, ready?
A first down throw for Jackson. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. They go play action now. Here's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
To Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Allen. Right back to Moore. Another grab.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Allen, good throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The point by Bass is good. And the Bills will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. It's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gain. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
No, we changed it. No, we changed it. Oh.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He's got the first down and more than that. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 2. Here's Henry. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Off balance throw. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Good. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. In motion comes Andrews. Pushed out to his left. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And they'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it, and ends up
to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Bills 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. He gets this one to Moore.
a bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Down the first carry for the younger Cook brothers. This is James Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Allen goes with a pop pass. That keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Brenton Simpson taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. As his kick is good. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Henry trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. That's holding at the 2. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That one thrown behind its target, and it'll be the intended target. And it'll be third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, it's Allen. Flush to his right. That one, taken in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about it thus far.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll run on first down with Henry. Room to run past midfield. Inside the 30. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds, and a flag comes in. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Past midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
This Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Carry now for Ali. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cooks, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is caught for 3. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive
He
coordinator.
gets free. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this 2nd half rolls along. To return, here's Ray Davis. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe you on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he shows off his strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Allen now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's got another one. But Josh Allen, a milestone there. TD pass number 200 of his career. The extra point by pass is good. And the Bills are going to open up the lead to 8.
42. Ravens 34.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Onward.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Allen going to throw for it. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Bills. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener.
Makes the score Bills 49.
So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So we'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Report.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made enough toughness for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
180. UAA. My man, my man.
Back to throw, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. He's going to have a Ravens first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We changed it. Sit up. 180. Sit up. 180. And sit up. Go.
Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Jackson looking to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Taken down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 41, here's second down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
1. It's going to be third. They need 1.
56. 180.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one on target for more. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
22 yards.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
First and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super.
And he will score again. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 2. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
UCF.
They'll come up for first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On first and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in, and he will score. Game on. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion. To throw is Jackson. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Bring it back. Bring it in.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Finding room to the 20. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Cook. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. One more time with Cook. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run. It's Cook. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay